Hello folks, welcome back to yet another Football Manager 2020 update with AFC Darwen. That's right, we're climbing the lower league ladders. And I'm telling you what, this week has been an absolute treat. Yes, I'll show you what we're talking about. We are sitting pretty second in the table with one game to go. And that game, you're going to see right here, right now, is against the leaders, North Ferriby. It is, you couldn't have written it any better. First to get second, winner goes up. A draw is good enough for North Ferriby. A draw for us will put us in the playoffs. And we're going to have to make this a very, very long video. So let's take a little look at some news. Of course, last season, or the previous seasons, our goals came from this fella right here, who is no longer with us. That's right, he is now manager over at Ayr United. Is it Ayr United? I can't really read that, but yeah. Jack Prince, no longer with us. Career stats, phenomenal goal scorer with us. Basically one every two. And then he's moved on. I think he actually had another job. Yeah, he was at Hellsworth Town for a little bit. And he got pinched by Ayr United. So he packed it in, retired, and I thought, where the heck are our goals going to come from? Well, I'll tell you where our goals are going to come from. They've come from this man. Let me just rejiggeroo this bit a little bit to make it a little clean. Look at this. Look at this. This is why we're in the situation. James Harrison, that's right. Big pickup in the summer. I got a bit of slamming from the old board saying, why are you bringing in this deadbeat? Well, I got him in from St Andrews. There's a story behind that, not really much. Paid cash monies for him as well. He was a double-digit man last season for St Andrews in the Spartan South Midland League, Premier League. And that's what I'm going. I'm trying to go with the Moneyball angle here, trying to find players who perform very well in the lower league the season prior, or maybe a couple of seasons prior, or whatever, and try and bring him in. And he has done absolutely phenomenal. 35 goals in 37 league games, 43 goals in 48 games in total, with a cracking average of 7.69. So he's here. The problem with that, or problem with him right now, is not the greatest bit of form. Of course, Ollie Brownhill has been doing tremendous as well. He also started his career back in St Andrews. That's right. That's where I looked at it. I thought, this guy's been phenomenal past 2-3 seasons. Where did he come from? What's the dealio? And look back, checked out some of these other clubs here, see if there's any familiar teammates for the old mucker. But I just went all the way to St Andrews, saw that fella, and he was interested, so we brought him in. Yes, also we brought in Connor Reedy. He's also scored some goals, 7 goals in the league, 12 in 45, but it's been all about James Harrison. Another great pickup was Nicki Featherstone. He's an actual player, and his stats just continue to rise. He is getting on a bit, 35 years of age, but he's on a cracking little budget as well, 60 quid a week. But he's actually played football games in the league, all the way back at league, the championship with Hull. He went over to Walsall, Scunthorpe, Hartlepool for the back end of his career in the Vanarama National. And him to come to Darwen was an absolute steal. 17 assists, 7.16 average. He has been very, very good. Of course, Fergie Suter, still doing the business. Very, very expensive player. Still on that freebie contract, which we sorted out at the start of the season. Who else? Connor Martin's been delivering as well. So I've kind of got the formations of a really good team now, whether it is in this division or next. So Connor Martin can play on the right, delivering 11 assists. So let's have a take a look at the team that we have been using. It's been like this for the most part, so I'm pretty set on this, except for Reedy's spot is up for grabs, and I'll talk more about that later. The back four is a little bit all over the place. We've got a lot of loanees in there at the moment, which have steadied the ship, and we have a new goalkeeper as well on loan, Callum Fielding's on loan from Marine. McPartlin, our number one, did bugger off. I'll have a quick look at the transfers here. So a lot of players did leave. Any other familiar names out there that stand out from the get-go? So we lost a lot of bodies. Is McPartlin even in there? I think he was actually let go on a free. There's Lewis McPartlin. He actually got a job over at Dunkirk, not the one over in France. Playing games as well for the Northampton Senior League. So he was a good goalkeeper as well. Didn't really want to lose him, but he's gone. A couple other ones. There's Jack Prince buggering off. The fella again. I could have possibly kept him on a little bit longer. So let's take a look at some of the other transfers that we made at the start of the season. Let's go back a little bit here. So at the start of the season, we did bring in Nicki Featherstone, James Harrison, Charlie Morris. Didn't really set the place on fire. Paying a bit of money for him as well, so I'm going to have to bin him off very, very soon. Johnny Blake as well, we brought him in, not really settled in. He went out to Redditch as well, so in and out. He played a bunch of games last season, not really this season. So yeah, well, I'm actually nibbling back a little bit here into the old So take a look at some of the transfers that we made last season. Of course, Nicki Featherstone, James Hurst, we talked about. We'd also brought in Charlie Morris. Didn't really set the place on fire. He's actually paying quite a lot of money for him, so we're going to get rid of that. But he has got the assists. You see what I'm talking about? He had a really good season last season at Boldmere, but he unfortunately couldn't get in the squad this season. Shaun Griffis is another one we got from St Andrews. He's played a few games. Again, paying a bit of money for him. Not really set the place on fire. He did okay, getting good assists as well. St Andrews paid a little bit of cash fundage for him as well. Into the new season, we brought a whole host of players in on loan. Anastostu got himself a few goals. Young striker, 17 years of age, could go all the way. Connor Reedy, of course, from Windus, kind of fielding between the sticks. Andy Barrett. Mikel Andenyi has been pretty savvy on the left-hand side when called upon. 4 goals in 6 games, 3 assists. Maybe we can get him back next season. I think this is the way to go. Lucas Radimes came in and he's done an okay job when Harrison has not been available up top or out wide. Michael Bell's chipped in with a goal and a couple of OGs as well along the way, so he's been pretty good at cover at centre back. So that was another issue. Fergie Suter, of course, the linchpin of the squad, was moaning about our centre back coverage. But anyway, so the situation is this. So let's bring you up to date with all the goals. Here they come. Sit back, take note, and enjoy. So it all boils down to this now, folks. All boils down to this. One game to win it all. We are still underdogs massively, 7-1. North Ferriby are 3-1. Okay, so you did see the goals. You might realise that we're coming into this on the really bad run of form. 3 defeats out of 3. Haven't won since the back end of March. In fact, matey boy Harrison hasn't scored in like 3 games. So hopefully he finds his shooting boots today, and then we can shock the world of football, especially down the lower leagues. Okay, boys, here goes. With the starting 11, we've got Field in between sticks, Jarrod at left back, Johnson, Bell and Barrett at right back, Brownhill on the left, Martin on the right, Suter and Featherstone in the middle, Reddy and Harrison as well. We're going to come into this balanced, so we have a little bit left in the tank. Should we need to go there? Let's do this for you and I. Let's go. So up against North Ferriby at home. Winner takes all. Winner takes all. Nervous would be an understatement. Doesn't really matter what happens elsewhere, it's just between the top 2. 30 minutes in, not much to get excited about. Maybe we'll start to edge into this game a little bit further. It's all Ferriby actually with the shots. We're not pressing at all. I'm applying the pressure. But they're happy to take a draw here, boys. They're happy to take a draw. Or are they? Who's on this? It is North Ferriby with the highlight. Fired in over the top. Headed, partially cleared. It's mumbled. It's Darrow O'Connor has put the goal in the back of the net. And we're in trouble, boys. We are in serious trouble. Demand more. Attacking. Let's do this. Instant comeback, boys. Instant comeback. No mucking about. Chance here. Featherstone with the free kick. Fires it in. Back of the net, Michael Ball levels it. Straight off the money. Straight off the money. Now we need to find the elusive third goal, boys. The elusive third one. Straight from kickoff highlight. It usually spells a goal, but which way is it going to go? It's broken up. Brownhill picks it up with Suter. Come on, son. You're the best player in the league by a country mile. Pulls it out to Featherstone on the right-hand side. Now Barrett over the top for Martin. Heads it forward to Harrison. Needs a goal. He needs a goal. Martin strikes. Oh, it's whiskers. It's only a few inches wide. And we're going to go into half-time. All square. Second half Sundays. Show some passion, lads. Here we go. Jarrod with a free kick over the top for Brownhill. He's savvy. He's decent. He's fouled. Free kick. He might even be getting a card here. Might be given a card. He's been sent off. Demand more, boys. This is our chance. This is our moment. Loose ball picked up. Who's got it? Featherstone gets it. The veteran picks it up to Barrett. To Featherstone. Whips across and it's decent. He's offside. He's off Lidman's side. Come on, lads. You've got 40 minutes to find a bit of magic. Featherstone with the corner. Fires it in. Oh, it's over the top. It's over the top. I don't know what's going to go on here. I'm very nervous. Chance again. Barrett with the looping effort. We just need a goal to settle my nerves. Featherstone. Barrett over the top this time. Oh, it's saved again. Harrison back to Barrett. Can we get it in? Anyone finish it? No, we can't. Oh, goodness gracious. It's a corner. 56th minute. We've got to turn the screw here, boys. We have to finish it off. It's a loose ball picked up by whoever that is. Suter's back clean. That was a lovely little... I don't know what he was doing there. If he was going for goal or what. Lombard with the goal kick. Fires it down the middle. Picked up by Suter. Ready. Suter. Use your man. There's Harrison. You know where the back of the net is, son. You do. Oh, my goodness. Is it going to be not our day? Is it not going to be our day? Demand more, lads. Demand more. Hang on. Let me get into this. Ready. You're shite. Radibi, you're on. In fact, it's time. It's time for the old boy. Not really old, but time for him to seal the pissing deal. Who else is not delivering? We're going all out. We have to find this goal. Clock is running now. Featherstone with a free kick. Delivers. Oh, Harrison straight at the keeper's hands. Booted by Lombard. It's long. It's loose. It's loose. Makepeace. Dempsey and Makepeace. Don't do this. Pick his pocket. No. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Deal with it. We have 15 minutes to go. Harrison. You've scored a bundle of goals. Oh, why aren't you in form? Why are you not informed? Do I have any more substitutes? Is it a time to use somebody else at this moment in time? We're going to go with it. Sorry, Harrow. You've done an absolute fantastic job, but I need somebody to finish this off. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. It was on a plate for us. It was on a plate. Please. Please. I don't believe it! Get in there, you little dancer! That's where you're paid $160 a week! Oh my goodness! I don't believe it! It's maybe a small case of offside there, but I don't care. Lucas Radibi has scored the goal that has sent us up to the next tier. In the dying seconds, my main man striker was not delivering. The form book was out the window. And we've absolutely stolen it from North Ferringley. I cannot believe it. We peppered. I know we got a bit of a lock with that red card. Goal scorer got sent off as well. Honestly, I'm absolutely chuffed to bits, of course, but absolutely gobsmacked. Well, there you have it, folks. There, it's confirmed. We are top of the table. No games to go. 76 points on the board. Blown away at that end. I can't believe my main man denied me. I thought he was going to score the goal. Just take a look at how decent he has been this season. Been running away with it. 7 goals clear of his nearest rival. But get this. I've actually put in an offer for this fella to join us next season. Now that we're in the next, these boys could light it up in the next tier. And speaking of the next tier, let's have a little look at what that is, because it is confusing with these lower league businesses. Now, according to last season, FC United of Manchester got promoted to the Northern Premier League, Northern Premier League Premier Division. So that's that. They've actually done themselves very good as well, 4th in the table. So if we could follow up with that, that would be fantastic. Because I think after that, what we're talking after that? What we're talking after this one? Mickelver. Witten went up to the Vanarama League National, so this is the stepping stone. This is the missing piece from us getting into the actual game sort of levels of the Vanarama National League. So we're close. We're doing absolute bits here, boys. Absolute bits. Oh, what a game. What a game. This is the talking point, circling back on some of the things. A 7-1 away win of Trafford, I remember that belter. An emphatic 6-0 win over Whitley Bay. 5-2 win over Bradford PA. And a comfortable 5-0 win, humbling of Kendal. That's right. James Harrison leading the way with a butt-ton load of goals. And that is a cracking way to go. At Featherstone, the ledge, initial budgets. Let's take a look at their finances. Aren't great. I'm hoping that we get a bit of an influx of something. Because we are dwindling. We lost about 30 grand this season, 35 grand as well, and we need to sort that out. Playoffs, not really bothered. What have I done here? Clicked on the old flingy-majiggity bobbity. Disbelief. We were 300 to 1 pre-season odds. Yeah, we're joining the likes of FC United, City of Liverpool as well. They were there. They got themselves up, but now they're back down with us. So you can go either two ways, really. You can do what FC United and Manchester done and stick around and pushed, or you could do what City of Liverpool done and tumble. So hopefully it's one or the other. Yeah, cracking. Absolutely over the moon. Okay, folks, let's take a look at the best 11 now at AFC Darwen. Matthew Carter has proudly announced that 2 players have been considered good enough to enter. It's got to be Matey Boy up top. Does he even get there? Nicki Featherstone was the pick of the 2 players. He gets into the team. Look at that. Defensive midfielder, 45 appearances, 4 goals, 7.16. Callum Fielding as well was the other player. No place for Matey Boy scoring all the goals. Goodness me, that's a bit of a slap in the chops. So the start 11 is Lewis McPartland, George Ecclesley still in the team, Luke Jarrell still in the team, Callum Banks still there, Sam Holt as well, still there, the boy, Nicki Featherstone, Ollie Brownhill, Fergus Suter, Ryan Steele, Ben Langford, and Jack Prince, of course, no longer with us. The bench, Callum Fielding, there he is, Washington Wilkinson, Leighton Jones, Jamie Edwards, Connor Martin, Sam Knowles, and Connor Greenlaw are still there. The end of the season awards, fans player of the season, of course, it's Jamie Harrison, or James Harrison, he likes to be called James. Fergus Suter was 2nd, Nicki Featherstone was 3rd, James Harrison was goal of the season, we'll have a look at it. Signing of the season was James Harrison, 200 quid, St Andrews, thank you. And of course, young player of the season at 24. That's a bit of a push. It's James Harrison's year, buddies, and he doesn't even get in the team of the year. But anyway, here's the goal of the season coming at you. Okay, up against Kendall it was. Long looping ball. Harrison gets the better of Barker there, and it's a long little run. I don't think this is the best of the season. I've saw many better than that. But hey, I don't think he's complaining. He's got 30, 40 odd goals, so not too bad to moan about. Season review. Phenomenal. Yeah, let's take a look at that in a bit more detail, actually. Look at this. A ropey start, I guess, and then once we hit top gear around about, I don't know, when was this? October, November. We never looked back. We did dip towards the back end. I don't know why it says first. We had a really bad run, which dropped us down a second. But we came out at the end, all smiling, indeed. Club's visions and expectations, of course, it's going to be about sticking around in that division, I think, next season. We've got to do better in the cups. That's where the money's at. So we've got to do better in those. And the season break. He does break the goal scoring record, 43 goals. He smashed it, annihilates it. So does Featherstone, 22 assists this season. Fair play to the lad. Man of the match awards as well goes to Harrison. He's absolutely had a phenomenal season. But let's take a look at the squad before we wrap this puppy up. Now, it's starting to get to the point when we're going to have to cut the fat, trim the fat here. We've got too many boys on the books here. A lot of them are not getting paid, so they might stick around for depth-wise, but... let's take a look at the wage earners here. For example, Sam Griffis, I'm going to probably try and bin him off. James Harrison stays. I've secured his deal. Ollie Brownhill secured him another deal as well. He's going to stick around. Charlie Morris will probably go as well. Connor Eddy, I'm up for selling him as well. Lucas Radibi, he could also be tempted. Connor Martin staying. Nicki Featherstone staying. Ross Wilkinson, one of the OGs, he's getting on a little bit. Going to try and keep him. He's on a small bit of wage. And some of these other guys here are on next to nothing. Down here, as you can see, the boys... the loanees coming in doing a fantastic job, as well as Callum Banks at the back, Jarrod as well. So if we you know, these boys right here, anyone getting paid funny money is probably out the door. The rest are going to be used for squad depth. So we're looking at Charlie Morris going to be going. Again, if I can get people to buy them off me, that's the question. Anyway, folks, yeah, quick look at the goals in that area. 43 for James Harrison, Ollie Brownhill from 13, Connor Reedy got 12, Fergie and Connor Martin both got themselves 6. As for the assist man, of course, it was Nicki Featherstone and Connor Martin from the right hand side. Callum Banks, centre back or right back, whatever you want to call it, getting himself 7. Eckersley got himself 5 in one game. That was an absolute crazy game. He got one more as well. Best average rated, of course, James Harrison chipping in with a 7.58 average. The rest following suit. These are the boys. I'll try and see if I can bring in some of these guys on a return loan. Ain't that right, Luna? Yeah, she's watching on. She's absolutely amazed by how AFC Darwen have done. So I think next season we're going to just try and be stable in the next tier, and hopefully maybe we can cause them some surprises. And depending on my new look, Strike Force, we might be able to cause a bit more drama than, or add a bit more drama to AFC Darwen. And just in case you're wondering, just like me, I am wondering how Blackburn are getting on, because they got promoted to the Premier League. It doesn't look like they're sticking around very long, though. They're on the relegation zone with 2 games to spare. They could get themselves out of it, but I doubt it. One day in the future, we'll be able to play them. We're not talking about Blackburn, we're talking about Darwen. Yeah, we will be able to play them once we meet in the old football system. But until then, boys, I'm going to get out of here. Make sure you give this video some love and smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe. And again, I'll try. Again, I've not been there. It's been a lot of drama this week, personally, work-wise, and all that kind of shite. I'm trying to juggle this COVID and whatnot. I'm trying to get on Twitch now that I know my situation over here. So if so, it'll be nice and early USA time. Until then, I'm out. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.